You know what I say lately? Egos are all more or less neurotic. Even the great mind and the great heart has to deal with some level of ahimsa, asmita, at some level of clarity. And I feel that I'm more and more at peace with that. Meaning we can be with a human being that is extremely wise, fierce, compassionate, but also all the other facets will be there at different degrees and at different time. And it helps me to make peace with the world and with myself and be less judgmental and put people a little less on the pedestals. So I don't have to kill them.
Yeah, one got the sense that Deskachar was extremely uncomfortable with being elevated to a pedestal. Mm-hmm. Did his very best to keep that from happening, as far as I could see, And I thought it was a little difficult for him, I think, in India, when it's culturally and historically he was given this position in his own society that just automatically reveres him, and
as a Brahmin,
when he was in the West around Western students, I think he had a little more freedom to just be Deskachar instead of Sir,
although we call him Sir.
Yeah, and it was tough for him,
He was in a very living with Deskachar and with Krishnamacharya, and what Krishnamacharya represented for that Brahmin community must have been very, very strong.
Sure, and
difficult,
making it even that much more challenging to establish yourself as an individual, with an identity of your own, when such a big part of that is that you are the son of this person, which you're born into that. That's not something, it's not earned necessarily, it's something you are from birth. And then you have to decide what your relationship is with that aspect of your identity, as we all do with all of the aspects of ourselves that we did not choose, I find that to be a very interesting and rich area to inquire about philosophically, actually, is, what constitutes the core of our identity in terms of those things that we did not choose in relationship to the things we did choose. In other words, what are the choices we have made in our lives around the things we did not choose,
the different aspect of what karma is explained as the karma that we find ourselves being born in, society, age, family. The karma that, for karma, I mean the energy field that move us to act and respond. And then that we can do something that we seem like we have some choice. And then there is the so-called karma that we don't know yet. We don't even have a taste, but it's there waiting for us. So yes, we're all dancing together in this ocean.
Yeah, Deskachar and I had a very. It was in Belgium, because he was giving this week on Svadharma.
Yeah.
Claude had sponsored this week-long thing in Liège about Svadharma, and Deskachar and I had an exchange once at the front of the room. I remember exactly where I was sitting and where he was sitting, but it went something like, because the idea of karma came. He made a statement that seemed to imply that whatever karma we're born with is the result of some choices we made, in a previous life, which implies a whole set of beliefs. That's a belief system that not everyone that buys into. I don't personally buy into it.
Well, I call that even simply DNA, the imprint of
Well,
DNA.
exactly. That's part of it. Then you can certainly say that that's what we came in with.
Right.
But I said to him, well, from my point of view, you made a choice to have that belief in karma. And then he came back at me and said, yes, but where I come from, we say it's your karma to have that belief. And and so we decided not to keep going back and forth. Of course, said, well, yes, but haven't you made a choice to have that belief that your karma forms your beliefs? And it's just,
well, there's a point when we go,
yeah,
we
you
humble ourselves a little bit to all that is much bigger than our thinking mind, which I feel that the word karma and spada karma and even, dharma, the personal, the intimate way in which we respond to life and the situation is pretty much a mystery. But of course we can talk as much, the philosopher in us can talk a lot. So there is a place of tapaha, svadhyaya, ishvara pranidanani. It's a place of not knowing.